Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Book Biz TV. I'm Tyshina Davis, the founder, CEO, and senior publisher at Purposely Created Publishing Group. I need someone to let me know if you can see us, if you can hear us before we get started. So if you can, write in the comment box below. Go ahead and say, yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can see you. Hey, say something so that we know that you're here and we are here. And then we're going to get started. Just powering up my laptop here since I'll be kind of navigating between the two. Okay, so while I'm waiting to see a response on that, I just want to let you know a little bit about Book Biz TV. Some of you tuned into our first episode. Thank you so much. And as you know, we had a phenomenal time. The feedback was great. So I'm so excited about tonight. I really hope you enjoyed tonight's episode as well. Book Biz TV was created particularly for folks like you. Right? Folks like you who want to know when my book is done, when my book is published, and the friends buy it, the family buy it, my fans, my followers, my clients. How do I get my book in the hands of the people that it's really intended for? How do I get it to that mass audience? How do I get my hands or my message? Because it's not always the book, it's the message in the book, right? How do I get that in the hands of the people that are waiting for this solution? Because that's what your book is. Your book is a solution, just as your solution, right? So that's why I created this platform. One, because there was nothing out there that exists like this, right? Principle, that's a very good business principle right there. Write that one down. Create solutions for challenges and problems that exist, but there's no solution for it. You create the solution, you fill the gap. So that's what I wanted to do with this platform, is fill that gap, provide a solution so that folks like you and myself can have that type of resource. So I say that this platform is for authorpreneurs, right? And you might be thinking, well, what's that? And I'll tell you, there are a few definitions lingering around. If you go on Google and you can pull up some sites and some other videos, there's definitely a few definitions lingering around. Let me tell you Ty's definition, okay? An authorpreneur is an author, okay, who is looking to bridge their book with entrepreneurial principles and advanced strategies so that they can create multiple streams of revenue. Totally different from just being an author, because you can be an author and although that might be your goal, you might not know how to structure your book, how to structure your offering so that you can meet that goal. But that is what an authorpreneur is, okay? So what I do in my company, Purposely Created Publishing Group, with my clients, all of my authors, I teach them this. This is what I do beyond publishing their books. Throughout the process and after the process, I teach them and I mentor them on how to use advanced marketing and sales strategies to get their books in the hands of the people who need it, and how to make money on a consistent basis, and how to make money beyond just selling their book. Because as we all know, books mostly about $10, maybe $20, $25 tops. And that's not the way to make money. That's not a way to make money. I mean, it's really not. However, you can definitely take that book and turn it into different streams of revenue using the same content, the same message, and use these other items, services, and products as your upsells to make the big cash, okay? So that's what I do with my clients. My awesome, super duper guest tonight. She's my featured expert, Stevie Aisha Mills of It Factor Interchange. And let me tell you something. So for those of you who tuned into the last one, or maybe you saw the replay, remember I said, like, I'm only going to bring you the experts that are like a beast, right? And I said they're like beast mode. Yeah, Stevie, she's beast mode. And you know the great thing about Stevie, I not only get to work with her as one of my clients, but I get to mastermind with her, because what I've learned throughout my entrepreneurial career, right, is that you should hang around people that are smarter than you, because you can't grow, you can't evolve if you're hanging around the same people that know the same thing. That's definitely not saying you kind of like, you know, be bougie and throw them shade and, you know, oh no, I can't roll with you. Not saying that. But if you have goals and you're trying to get to a higher level, you have to be around those that know more than you, or that are smarter than you, okay? Or at least they think in that capacity that you're thinking, and you guys learn, build, grow together. And that's what Stevie and I do. That's what we do. Like I said, I'm working on her book, which is a collaboration project. But we also mastermind together. So she's super phenomenal. I'm telling you, she's going to feed you some great stuff tonight. So getting into tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is fast track your profits with collaborations. Okay. And before I bring Stevie on, I just want to give you a little bit of background to assure you that I'm qualified to speak on this topic. Okay. Collaborate. Well, first of all, success. Let's just think about success, period. And people have different definitions of success. And then we all have our different ways of how we're going to reach that ladder to attain success. Success is the path to success is never a straight line. It's just not. You're going to have your bumps and your bruises and your falls and your detours and all of that stuff. It's never a straight path. However, it can be an accelerated path if you use this one key strategy, this one key principle. It's collaborations. I'm telling you, my business prior to this, I was a business consultant helping micro entrepreneurs, a lot of coaches, speakers who also happen to be authors. And it took me 2.5 years to realize that I was in the wrong business. Although I had these great talents and skills and abilities, my gifts weren't being properly used, and I was in the wrong business. My business should have been helping authors, which is what I'm doing now. Long story short, it took me to publish my own book, okay? My very first book, which was a book collaboration. It took for me to do that, for me to accelerate everything that I was doing, everything that I was trying to achieve. It would have taken me maybe another 2 or 3 years. I was already trying to do it for 2 years. And I'm like, okay, it's working, but it's not quite where I thought I would be by now. If somebody would have told me from the onset, Ty, you need to do a collaboration. Either one, create your own collaboration project, or two, invest in someone else's collaboration project, you'll go right up the roof. You'll hit your goal a lot faster. Only if somebody would have told me that, right? So you're in for a treat tonight. If you are an aspiring author, if you're currently writing, even if you're a published author, or maybe you're just an entrepreneur, either or both, that one principle alone can definitely be a game changer for anything you're trying to do right now. Guaranteed. So really quickly, before I bring Stevie on, I'm going to share my story with you. As I just mentioned, my very first book when I became an author was a collaboration, myself and 13 other women, okay? In that collaboration, I was able to achieve a few things. One, I was able to instantly expand my network, because not only was my book being promoted to my network, but it was being promoted to their network. So, I mean, you can just quickly think about Facebook, which we all are on. That's how you found out about this probably, right? Just with that alone, think of the numbers and think of the reach. If I have 400 friends And then all 13 of my collaborators have 400 or plus friends. Look how many people I'm getting exposure to now. People that had no clue about me, let alone had no clue about this book or the message, right? So that's one major benefit. Another major benefit of collaborations is that you can actually make money. You can make a profit off of launching your own collaboration project, okay? And there's several ways you can do that. It can be very lucrative, okay? I have a few authors I'm currently working with now, and they have their own collaboration projects. And some of them, the investment to be a part of their project, some of them range from $350 up to $2,500. Could definitely do that. So just think about those numbers alone. Think at the highest, 2,500, which that doesn't, there's really no limit. You kind of determine that, but let's use that number 2,500 for example, right? $2,500 investment fee to be a part of my project. Just say times 10. Times 10. That's a nice piece of cash. Like, that's a nice piece of cash, right? So, and even if you think at the lowest, 300 times 10, that's a nice piece of cash. So just wanted to point out those things. I don't want to go too much into it because I know Stevie is going to pour so much about this topic, but I just wanted to tell you right now, two major reasons that you should consider either spearheading your own collaboration or investing in someone else's collaboration. Okay, so that's my story. Did my own book, collaboration, instantly I became an author. I only wrote 2,500 words, but it was my project. I was the visionary. So I became an author, and so did my collaborators. Some of them were already authors. For some of them, it was their first time becoming an author. But guess what else I did? I made the book a bestseller within the first 24 hours. Okay, so now even for those that maybe were authors, now they became best-selling authors. So that helped me like kill two birds with one stone. Like instantly, right? I became an author and I became a best-selling author. Not even gonna talk about the money. But you're kind of stuck. I don't know. I'm just going to keep rolling. So, hear me, Stevie?
I hear you. I'm here.
Okay, so I'm just going to keep rolling. That's number one with the book, right? Number two, for those of you who might be saying, well, I already have a book, and maybe that's something I want to do in the future. I haven't really considered it, but you need to consider it. But you might be thinking, well, I have a business, and how collaboration in my business to make profits. Let me tell you how I did it, right? So launched my book, did all those things that I just mentioned. People started seeking me out like instantly. They're like, oh my gosh, Ty, I love your cover. Oh, Ty, you know, I read the book. Oh, I see the people that's a part of the book. Who did your book? Who helped you with your book? And I'm like, nobody. I did. I used my designer, my writing team, really all the people I already had in my other business. I used my team to do my book. And they're like, oh, so do you do publishing? And I said, well, I will be in the next 3 months. I'm in the process now of structuring my publishing business. Once again, guys, fast track, like accelerated. When my company, that was in December, I launched a publishing company that following March, I already had 10 clients lined up. Like, they were just there waiting for me, right? So that's another example of how you can use collaborations to not only accelerate your profits with your book, but you could also do it for your business. Give you the last example before I bring Stevie on. And this is the one I posted about. A lot of you probably saw it when I shared how I made a $25 investment, okay? And my return on that was $9,000. Actually, Stevie is a part of that 9,000. So get this, right? The investment that I made to be a part of a collaboration, it was actually with Stevie. It was with Stevie. Stevie did a teleconference back in December, 24 hours of power. And initially, I think she was just looking for maybe 30 women to have a different woman every day or so. I think 24 women to have a woman represent each hour of the 24 hours. And she called me. She said, Ty, I want to offer this to you. Is there something you're interested in? I'm the type of person, I don't make impulse decisions. That's not me. Anybody that knows me, they'll tell you that. I sit, I might say, you know, let me get back to you in a day or two, because I like to make very smart decisions, especially with my money. But Stevie will tell you that I didn't hesitate. It was a no-brainer. And people kind of overuse that word no-brainer. Like, this was a no-brainer decision for me, because I already know if I get to connect with anyone that's a part of this collaboration, I don't have all of my services. I mean, I don't all what my services. I don't. Let's just put it like this, because I don't want to tell you all that. But I don't have any services that start at $25. Let's just put it like that, right? So I'm already thinking to myself, even if they were to get a publishing service, a marketing services, one of my sales services, or if they were to get a strategy session with me, I'm going to get this $25 back instantly. It was a no-brainer. So I said, sure, Stevie, sign me up. She signed me up. She actually got more people than she anticipated. Instead of the 25, she actually had 42 or 48 women. I know it was definitely over 40, a part of this collaboration, right? Once again, she charged people to come on her platform. So what did that do for me in my investment? It gave me access now to 41 or 40 other women, right? I was able to share my expertise with them. I was able to connect with at least 10 of them. I built solid relationships, at least with 3 of them. And out of all of the consults that I had with people that reached out to me, I converted 5 of them. And that's how I was able to make $9,000 in less than 60 days. I think half of that I made in the first 30 days. Okay. That's how I was able to make that huge return on my $25 investment. Okay. You could definitely do the same thing. And maybe you're thinking, well, I don't have any services that maybe could equate to something that high. Don't get caught up in the numbers. I'm just sharing my experience. But I'm sure you definitely have something that you could offer or create to offer, where you can make that type of investment to get access to people. It's like paying an advertisement fee. That's what it was to me. I felt like I'm paying an advertisement fee either to advertise on someone's website that's going to send me traffic, or to advertise in a newspaper maybe that's going to send me some traffic. That's what it was. And the whole idea is to get the traffic, get them in the sales funnel, get them on the phone, convert them from a lead to a client. As simple as that. You can do the same thing with collaboration. So those are my 3 experiences, guys. No BS. No BS. These are things that for me, like straight up, because a lot of people BS you. They get you on platforms and they tell you a lot of, oh, come on, and this is what you can do. And like, I don't fall for that BS, and I don't want you guys to do it either. And that's why I'm telling you, like, this is no BS. This happened to me. A portion of that is Stevie herself. Stevie I invested in her collaboration, and then she wound up investing in my company so that she can do her own book collaboration, which she's doing now, right? Book will be released May 19th, which is my birthday, by the way. And so this is real stuff. We're not making this stuff up. This stuff really works, okay, if you apply the principles and strategies that we're going to teach you. So without further ado, I'm going to bring my awesome, amazing featured expert, Miss Stevie Aisha Mills. She's going to tell us tonight how you build tribes, because that's a very, very key ingredient to successful collaboration. So she's going to tell us how you build tribes. She's going to tell us the pros and cons of collaborations. Okay. And then she's going to tell us about the different type of collaborations that you could launch to make money, and not just, you know, an annual thing, but how you could actually be making money every week, every month, every quarter, every year. Okay. And the different types of collaborations you can do. So without going, because you know I can keep going, Stevie, tell us, honey, how do we make the money?
All right, I know that's right. How we make the money. The first thing I want to do, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen with you guys. Let's see. Because I have something, you know, I always bring some fun stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can. Hold on. Let me know when you can see my screen.
I can see it.
Okay. So we're gonna start with this cute little song right here. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, head, shoulder, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, feet, tummies, arms and chins,
Do you know what's up right now?
Okay, so all right, I showed that video that said head and shoulder, knees and toes, right? Because I want to talk to you about the body parts of collaboration. And I know what I know about music. My name is Stevie, so I know some stuff about music. And I want to let you know, head and shoulder, knees and toes. So everybody, y'all can hashtag head, shoulders, knees and toes. But the body parts of collaboration, we're gonna start with your head, right? Your head, why do you need to know your head? Well, your head, your mind is housed in your head. And so in order to have a successful collaboration, you have to have a successful mindset for collaboration. You have to know that you are always getting in the mindset. Why do I say in the mindset of collaboration? Because collaboration produces a bigger purpose. It produces a chain reaction. Like Ty just gracefully shared with you, and I love Ty. I thank her for everything she's doing. She's so awesome. I thank her for allowing me to be here tonight. And so she's a great example of how the mind of collaboration works. So she saw an investment of $25, and now she's had this explosive expansion from that. And had she not had a mindset for the bigger picture, then she would never have gotten to where the collaboration has taken her. So you have to have a mindset. You can't look at what you see today, but you have to prepare your mind to see what's going to happen. We did that in December, and the growth from not only Ty, but just all the other women have just expanded in some beautiful ways. So that was in December. This is now April. So think about all that. And we're not even completely done throughout the year, because now other people are collaborating with other people. You know, just for me, I had a mindset of collaboration. And since that time, I've launched several projects. We launched the book project. We also launched the It Factor Interchange. Shouts out to Shayshana Gibbs. She's the mind behind that, because she created the website. Such a beautiful one. And I just love her and Ty for just giving me a virtual home. But the It Factor Interchange is a membership site, and that allowed us to take the momentum from the 24 hours of power and to create this membership program, which people pay monthly to become a member of. So that's also collaborating. The mission of my membership program is to connect, collaborate, and change the way that women do business. Now, whatever you want your membership program to do, you just have to figure out what is it that your brand is speaking. What is it that you want to share? And then figure out the monthly cost of that. And it makes more sense. You know, if I would have said, y'all have to pay $9,000 $10,000 for this one event, then most people would not have had that at the time. We were right near Christmas. So, but people had $25. And the effect of it is when you charge such a minimal fee, then people are not, like, the things that come out of that are so great, because you see that the harvest is from the seed that you sowed with the $25. So the membership program allows you to have just a minimal fee that you're able to have people sow in. But think about it, if you have 100 people who pay you $25 a month, that's a whole heck of a lot of money. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but y'all can calculate that. So another thing that we have is from that time, we also developed a web show. Ty was our featured guest last week. She helped us to launch it. It's called The Conversation. And we have just a beautiful time connecting with women and men from all around the world who not only do we have a web show via Google Hangout, but we also have a Facebook group in which they can become part of the conversation. We have conversations with people who are just world issues, people issues. Last week, like I said, we talked to Ty. This week, today, we've talked about the issue of colorism. And so that's so profound. And the great thing about it is 4 of us, and all of us are authors in this book, and all of them were speakers on the 24 Hours of Power event. So the mindset of collaboration is key. Now let's move on to our next body part. One more thing I want to say about the mindset, is that when you have a mindset of collaboration, you can see the bigger picture and you can count the blessings of others. Not the dollars, but the blessings. And the thing about that is I am so excited that God produced the money that he's producing in Ty's pocket for just investing, having the dream of investing. That's a beautiful thing. And if you don't have the correct mindset, that can be like, I could say, well, that's great for you, but what about me? And a lot of times when you have a collaboration mindset, then you can see the bigger picture. And you have to renew your mind. You'll hear me mix some scripture stuff and all that I say, but transform by the renewing of your mind. When you renew your mind, you know that God has blessed you as the creator to create things to assist other people in the world. The next thing that I want to talk about is your tongue. Now, the tongue, it allows you to speak the language of collaboration. If anyone knows me, I'm always talking about we. I'm always talking about us. I'm always talking about all of us. Certain words, they yield to collaboration. Team, family. I don't talk about a lot of business associates. I talk about I'm building a family. I'm building a team. And so when that happens, then you're talking collaboration. And it's so beautiful because what you speak about, you bring about. So a lot of people have named me since probably about December, the queen of collaborations, or whatever words. I've mastered behind collaborations, all the stuff, because people are seeing the fruits of it. But the thing is, I've been speaking that way for a long time since I started my business, even before, because I've always loved to work on teams. So speaking the collaboration is key. Heart. You have to believe in it. There's no way that we can have a successful collaboration, whether it's a teleseminar, which is one way that you can collaborate and create income, whether it's a web show, which is another way, whether it's a book, which is another way. You have to believe in it. And as the creator or the one who's spearheading it, you have to know that the right people will come. Like Ty said, the 24 Hours of Power, I had no clue. I think the ending number was about 46. I had no clue that many women would want to be. It was like they came from everywhere. The momentum from that event was crazy. It was crazy. And our mission was to rock out 2014 by creating a strong foundation for 2015. That's what we did, because everybody who was connected to that event is doing some dynamic things. I'm so excited. And so just having a heart to believe in, to know that that the purpose is greater than who you are and what you can even imagine. I can't even imagine the great things that are going to come out of this, because those ladies are connected. You know what happens when women work together in spirit and in truth. So the next thing, next body part, head and shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Don't forget our song. Hands. Do the work and connect. In order to have a successful collaboration, we all have to have hands. We all have to put our work together. We all have to make grand things happen. I could not do it without any of the people I'm collaborating with. You know, in the teleseminar, we rocked out for 31 days. We started December 1. We went all the way to New Year's Eve. I think the only day we took off was Christmas. And the thing about that is we had some days 2 and 3 speakers. It was crazy. But the great thing about it is that we all did our parts. You know, when you all do your parts and you all come together in the spirit of collaboration, you can make grand things happen, because you don't have to be the one to know everything. I always talk about rocking out your it factor. My it factor is all about collaboration, all about partnership. All about creative concepts. That's who I am. Now, if you ask me something about how to create a website, yeah, I know what I know, but I can't rock it out like some of the other women I know. I can't be a publisher like Ty. I can't. That's not my it factor. But when you work and operate in your it factor, like for me, okay, let's all come together. Let's all make this book. For the authors, let's all write this chapter. For Ty, let's all publish it. For Trelawney, let's all edit. For the other people in the team, we all collaborated. It wasn't just Stevie doing it. If Stevie had to do all of it, we'd still be sitting there. And that's the thing about it. You have to really, really know that your hands, everyone's hands, connect, and they're in it to win it. Feet. You have to move in the right direction. You can't just move. Like, if we're not on one accord, if we don't have one goal, if we're not meeting where we need to be, then we'll never get where we need to go. And so when you are in the body parts of collaboration, then you are having your feet, the team, we're working as one body. We are working, you know, together, just like your body. When you get up in the morning, if it's not for your mind getting up, if it's not for your eyes opening up, if it's not for your hands moving the covers, you can't move. It's one body, but they all have their separate jobs, and that's what the feet do. The feet help you to move, to go from direction to direction, and walk very succinctly. And the thing about it, God just brought this to me, I remember it, but my mom tells me when I was a little kid, my feet used to be like this, not how normal people walk. So I had an apparatus that helped me to stay on track and to get my feet where they need to be. And so the thing about it is sometimes you need that extra help, that extra assistance to bring your feet where they need to be. That's why you have a great company like Purposely Created who helped us to get where we needed to be. Because I didn't know how to do this part of collaboration. I know what I know. I know how to rock my it factor, but Ty helped us to bring it together. Eyes. Your eyes help you to have vision, right? So just taking it metaphorically, it's better to have vision than it is to have sight, meaning that if we just see what's in front of us day by day, then we would not have the vision. We would not have seen beyond that $25 investment for the 24 hours of power. We would not have seen the collaborations that we continually leverage. We are continually doing things. We are continually launching. We're continually making it happen. And we're continually working together. And a lot of us probably needed that one event to be what the body. And then, you know, just like a baby, when you have a baby, they're wobbling at first. But when they get to be grown and get to be fully developed, guess what? Especially us when we got some fabulous stilettos. I got some I can show you right now, but we're not talking about that. So your vision is where you need to be, to always envision where you need to go. Now your ears, I can leave out our ears. They have you to hear the language of tribe. Now your mind helps you to understand, helps you to get the meaning, but your ears help you to hear. And the thing about it is that when you hear certain words, there's certain words. Like Ty was listening when I talked to her that day. She was like, calculating. Let's see. If I do this, then I could do this. And that's what you have to hear. You have to be able to hear. Biblically, it says, let them have ears to hear. And hearing is different than listening. You know, there are times hearing is a sense, but listening means that you are hearing for understanding. So that's when you ask the questions of the collaborator, or you as the collaborator, you provide the answers that your collaborating partners need to hear. You know, you can't just say we're going to collaborate and not expect to have questions and not expect to have a lot of them. And you have to always be in balance. The thing that I want to also mention is heart, getting back to heart. You have to believe in it, because out of the heart, abundance speaks. Speaking is a tongue action. Again, I told you that you'll be able to hear the certain words, but if it's not in your heart, then you can't make it speak. There's nothing that could come, and nobody will want to collaborate with you. So again, I'm going to tell you the body parts of collaboration are the mind, so that you can understand and identify; the tongue, so that you can speak the language of collaboration; the heart, so you can believe in it; the hands, so that we all can do the work and connect; the feet, so that we can move in the right direction; the eyes, so that we can have vision; and then the ears, so we can have ears to hear and be prepared to listen as well. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully that was really clear. Start with a song just so we all can remember it. Head and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes. But yeah, I like to teach in a fun way. So Ty, if you have any questions, we could definitely do that. But I hopefully I gave you something to understand tonight, everyone.
Yeah, actually, Stevie, I do have some questions, because you have a lot to offer on this topic. So I want to make sure that you pour into our audience tonight, and give them all of that juicy info they're looking for. So a lot of the information that you just shared was from the practical part, right, of building collaborations and making sure that the people that are a part of the collaboration, we're all on one accord, we have the same vision, we have the same goals, there's unity, so that hopefully we can reach our goals that we're trying to achieve. However, as you mentioned, books aren't the only way you can collaborate. Teleseminars, you did mention that. You mentioned the memberships. Can you tell us a little bit more about tribes? Because I think that's a buzzword that we're hearing nowadays, and people can either overuse it, not knowing what it means, or maybe people aren't even trying to cultivate a tribe because they don't know what it means. So can you tell us exactly what is a tribe, and why is it so important that we build our tribes as we are launching book collaboration? I'm sorry, as we're launching collaboration projects.
Okay, sure. The tribe is key, and I love talking about tribes because really it just means following. You know, there are certain ways in which the people around you will resonate on a certain frequency that you're on. I talk about tribes from a standpoint of just really knowing your people. You know, there are certain people who like what you like, don't like what you like, and those are the people you tend to be around. But when it talks about building a business tribe, who your customers are, who your clients are, then you have to know who you are first. And then once you really go to the word tribe, you have to know why they would want to connect with you. You want to know how they want to connect with you. You want to know who they are. You want to know what it is that's important to them. And I think that the thing about the tribe that some people don't get is that your tribe will find you. Your tribe will really resonate with you. So I always say the biggest project that you'll ever work on is you. And with that being said, I offer the idea of just being able to say, I am creating this tribe because this is what I want to accomplish. And when you do that, when you work on that, then you will be able to be magnetic to the people who want to follow you. Like there are some people who, I love Tamar, so I'll take her for example. Tamartians. They love Tamar. Some people can't stand her, but the Tamartians really love her. And she doesn't probably know all of them, but they come to her. They love her music, they love her style, whatever, but they follow her. That is her tribe. And that's the key thing. You attract your tribe by being attractive, and that truly means just honing your skills. And then creating products such as a book, such as a MP3, such as an audio course, such as a coaching group, whatever it is, you connect that and work on that, and then the tribe will reach out to you.
Awesome. And I like that you mentioned the word followers, because when I look at tribes and then I look at followers, you can sometimes have followers, right? You might have people following you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are your ambassadors. So I want to bring up that word as well, because your tribe really become your ambassadors. You don't have to go out and market and promote the things that you have going on, because your tribe, they're on one accord with you, right? So once again, when you look at the goals of the things that you're launching, whether it's a product or a service, whether it's an event, your tribe, they're going to promote it for you. You don't even have to ask them to. You don't even have to send them a Facebook message or call them and email them and say, listen, I got this going on. Can you share it with your network? Your tribe, they want to see you succeed. They're all on the same accord with you. So soon as you put something out there, they'll instantly blast it out. They'll instantly share it. They'll blast it. They'll contact you and say, well, listen, I see you have this event going on, and I would like to let all the people know about it on my email list. What information should I share? Do you have, a special link you want me to put there? Like, is there a graphic I need to use? What do you want? But I want to help. I want to support. So that's the great thing about building tribes. And then when it comes to collaborations, it's really, really simple for you to find those collaborators, because this is something that I want to make sure that we address, Stevie. We talked about a lot of the pros. And there's tons of pros, right? But there's also some cons to collaborations. I'm gonna be straight up with you, because let me tell you, a lot of people, I told you that collaborations is a very, very fast way to make money. That's how I started this training off, right? But at the same time, we know with making money, sometimes that's also attached with greed. And there are a lot of people out there that will promote their collaborations, tell you, hey, jump on the call, listen to the information, and then they'll hit you with a fee. And they might say with this investment, you're going to be able to get, a list of 10 or 15 items, and this is how it's going to benefit you. This is how it's going to help you get back your money. This is how it's going to help position you as an expert, all of that stuff. And then when it's all said and done, they don't deliver on their promise. And I'm just being straight up with you. And I'll tell you this as well. I don't work with those type of folks. I just don't. I have my own criteria for the projects that I'll even take on that are book collaboration projects. If the head author, is not invested on one, they got to be invested on making the investment. So that's making the investment with me to even take on the project. But they have to be invested in their collaborators. If they're just interested in, I'm trying to get this book, all I need is like 15 authors to get it done. I know I can have a certain number of words, certain page count. I can go ahead, slap a retail price on it. And I could care less if the collaborators are as active in getting this message out to an audience than I am. I could care less. There's a lot of folks out there like that. And I don't even work with them. I'm cool. Like, you can keep your money. I'm all right. Because nothing that I do is for money. Everything that I do is with purpose. And it's knowing that every book that I put my hands on, every client that I work with, is helping them take their message to reach another person that needs to hear the message. It's helping them to either transform someone, raise social awareness, or education. That's what my brand is all about. So I said all that to say, be careful, guys. Be careful, because people will pitch you, right, Stevie? People that are maybe already your followers and all of that stuff. They'll see you have this opportunity, or they may see that you're a person that's looking for that type of opportunity, and they go ahead and they pitch it to you. Hey girl, I got this book collaboration going on. You should be a part of it. It can make you a bestseller. It can make you this. It can make you that. Be very careful on folks' intentions. Okay, and this is what I talked about on Stevie's call last week, is that when eating a collaboration, or if you're investing in a collaboration project, the intentions need to be very, very clear, and everyone needs to be on one accord. Okay. Another thing that Stevie just mentioned is how with her collaboration project, people are still leveraging that opportunity from December. And it's very true. I mean, even last week, I connected with 2 of the women that were a part of that number. Connect at the time for whatever reason, but we wind up having conversations last week, and now we're going to wind up either supporting each other or working together in some capacity, right? And then at some point we may even collaborate together. So collaborations, guys, there's a lot of benefits. Okay, the cons, once again, definitely got to kind of weed out those people that don't have the same focus that you have. And if that is your intent, just to say, you know what, I don't care if they push the book or not. I just want to get it done because I know what I'm going to do with it. I'm not saying don't do that. But what I'm saying is just remember the word reciprocity. Okay, remember the word reciprocity, and everything that you put out, it comes back to you. So if that's your number one, because doing it that way is kind of just like, I don't want to use the word using people, but it's selfish. It's really, really selfish. Because once again, if everybody's on one accord with meeting that one goal, which is touching this group of people with this one message and this one voice, how is that really going to happen if you already know, you already went in with the intention of, they don't have to be totally invested in promoting and doing everything. As long as they give me the book, I'll run with it. How are you real? What's the true benefit of this collaboration? The true benefit of a collaboration is to take a number of people and put them all together to reach one common goal in a super fast way, and to reach one common goal to a large amount of people, okay, in a very fast way. So this is what I want you to walk away with tonight, okay? Put it out on your Facebook pages and all of that good stuff. Put collaboration equals acceleration. That's what it is. Collaboration equals acceleration. So if you have a goal of becoming an author, and maybe you were like me, because I'll just tell you, I've been wanting to become an author for a long time, and I believe one of my good friends, she was there with me from day one. Met her at a networking event. We just clicked. We had dinner a few times, and we've actually lost contact over the last year. Just reconnected. I see she's on here tonight. I hope she's still on here. But I remember the last time we had dinner. That's what I was talking about, and she helped me. She helped me get all my thoughts on paper, and I was like, I want to be an author, and this is what my book is going to be about. And we sat there for like 2 hours going through all these titles and concepts and all this stuff. That book never came out. That book never came out. And Mary Taylor, if you're on, I'm talking about you. That book never came out. But what happened was I did come out with the book maybe 3 or 4 months later, when I came up with this idea of surviving shocking situations, and it had a concept built around it. There was a certain audience I was trying to reach, and I wanted to hit very specific topics about surviving shocking situations. I wanted to talk about very, very specific shocking situations, right? So I did this collaboration project, and as I mentioned in the beginning of this training, I instantly became an author. I instantly grew my network. I instantly became a best-selling author, and then I was able to use that book collaboration project and that achievement to launch my publishing company. And I made sure that the book, everything that I was doing with the book, the message of it, it all gelled with the same message that I wanted to do with my publishing company. So that way, when I launched the publishing company, there was no confusions. Anybody that connected Tyshina Davis to this book or to this publishing company, it all made sense. There was no confusion about the brand, right? So that's another very, very important thing. Well, that's all I really have to say about collaborations tonight. And we do have some nice, juicy offerings, right?
Tonight. One more thing before I forget.
Sure, please do.
Okay. The thing about it that was resonating with me was it is important to have more emphasis on the message than the messenger. And a lot of times, for me, I promote stuff, but I don't say, hey, I'm Stevie. I don't do that. And I think as we go through our progress as people, we are able to put more emphasis on the message. And that is what needs to be put out. And that is what, if you see somebody who's collaborating or spearheading the collaboration, and they're always talking about me, then I wouldn't collaborate with that person, because where's the collaboration? There's no spirit of collaboration. And one of the things that I can also say about Ty, she always has the next step. A lot of people, we don't think about the next steps of a collaboration. We think about, okay, this is it right now. What I've learned from Ty is, okay, what comes after that? And then what comes after that? And the thing, your brand and your business will begin to speak for you. I see in a lot of different groups on Facebook and everywhere else, and I'm always the first one to do this too. If someone asks for a publisher, I'm like, well, you need to talk to Tyshina Davis. And a lot of people are doing that too. And that's a testament of just the great work that she's doing. So that's all I wanted to say.
Well, thank you, Stevie. Thank you. And it's such a pleasure, because like I mentioned earlier, I not only get to work with you as my client, but I've learned tons and tons of information from you just when we mastermind and we talk. So, and not only that, it's because of your platform that I was able to connect with some other awesome women that either now I'm doing business with, or I'm supporting some of their initiatives. So on your platform, and investing in your collaboration was a true blessing to me. I mean, the blessings are continuously pouring in. So I want to thank you for that so much. And before I go to questions, oh, yay, Mary said I'm still here. Before I go to questions, I want to mention this. I've just had some people reach out to me and ask specifically about investments in collaboration. So this is the thing about it. I would say any collaboration, whether it's a book collaboration, a telesummit, any of that type stuff, everything is a risk, guys. All investments are a risk, period, right? So the thing about it is, when you take sure that you're taking risk. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. Taking calculated risk, you can use my example again of the 20 I used to invest in Stevie's project. The calculated risk was, if I invest this $25, will I make it back? And if so, how soon will I make it back? And what's going to be the return on the investment, right? So I started looking at the different of how I could make that money back, and it just made sense for me. With a lot of the book collaboration projects, there are different investments, like I said, out there. So if you are the person spearheading the book collaboration project, one, you can think about, do I want to make a profit off of the collaborators? Okay, that's number one. And with my book, I didn't make a profit off the collaborators. I didn't. That wasn't my intention. It wasn't my goal. I just wanted to get this message out, and I had a list of women who I already knew. I didn't have to go out and find them, because I already knew the women that I wanted to be a part of my project. So I just contacted them and kind of told them what it was, and then we went into the process. But I didn't make a profit off of them, because for me, all I wanted to do was cover the costs. Okay, the cost that I incurred from putting everything together with graphic design, editing, you know, all of that stuff, some marketing stuff that I done. That's all I wanted to do. And then from there, I knew I had other goals. Once the book was published, I shared those goals with them. They all agreed and said, look, I want to do the same thing. And I said, okay, great, let's just do this. Okay, that's one way. Then you may have book collaborations where you want to make a profit. And you know what? You should. You absolutely should, especially if people are coming on to leverage your platform. So when you think about a platform like Stevie, I mean, she's connected to some awesome people. Had I known that, we were already connected, but we weren't as close as we are now. I really wish I would have met her maybe a year ago and had a conversation, and we could have started working together, because she's connected to some awesome women, brilliant women, women with huge platforms. They're doing a lot of stuff in business. So if you're going to come on my platform and connect with my people, I know how much value that is. I know how much value I can bring you, your business, or your book, just connecting you with one person. Right? So you have to start looking at value. And once you look at that, then that's when you can determine, okay, to be a part of my book collaboration project is going to be this fee. Now, of course, the first thing you want to look at is the cost. What's the cost to complete this project? And then once you have that in place, you start doing some numbers. And I invite anyone who's interested in doing a book collaboration specifically. If you're interested in learning how to do teleseminars, memberships, and all of that, I'm going to give you Stevie's information. But if you are specifically interested in doing a book collaboration, which I encourage everyone to do, I will give you a 30-minute session. Okay, no cost. I'll give you a 30-minute session, and we'll talk about how much it's going to cost to get something done like that. And then I'll actually help you develop your profit model. Okay, how's that? I'll help you develop your profit model so that you'll know, okay, these are the number of collaborators I'm going to need. This is the investment I'm going to need from each of them to either, one, offset all costs. Okay, so that means I'm not making a profit, but everything is paid for. $0 for you. $0. You can do a book collaboration and pay $0. It's crazy, right? You can do it though. Stevie, you did it, right? $0. Okay, so we can do that on our 30-minute call, and then we can also look at if I want to make a profit, how much will I need to charge each collaborator? So if I want to make a profit, how many collaborators do I need, and how much do I need to charge each collaborator? And we can look at the different profit margins. Okay, maybe you're trying to make $200 off of each person, 500. I don't know. That's totally up to you. But I'll help you come up with the best solution, the best profit model. And then if you want to move forward, we'll go forward. And Stevie can attest that working with me on a book collaboration project, you're totally hands off. You don't have to do anything from the point that you say, okay, Ty, let's rock it. Like, we know what the fee is going to be. I know how many people I need. I take it from there. You don't have to do anything else. I'll create a application for you and create a short link for you. And all you'll need to do is take that and post it and tell people, hey, if you're interested, sign up here. And I handle everything else for you. So I want to offer that to you. I want to offer that 30 minutes to you. And then I also want to offer you 15% off of my book collaboration coordination service. And I'm going to give you the full service publishing. Okay, now if you need the details of all of that, no problem. I can share the details with you. What I'm going to drop a link in here soon down in the comment box. I'm in the first 10 people. I really can't take on more than 10 because I don't want to short anybody and I don't want to get exhausted and all of that stuff. But I know for sure that I'm looking for 10 people who are maybe interested in a book collaboration project. And maybe you would ideally like to get your book published by September. Okay, so that you can have a book in time for the holidays. This is the best way to do it. It's the fastest way to do it. I want to help you do it. I love collaborations. Like Stevie said, she's the queen of collaborations. I think I am too. My company so far, we have published 4 collaborations and we're currently working on 6. So collaborations are our thing, and especially me. So I'm going to share all of the information where you can sign up for that. And then I think I want to throw in something. Stevie, can I give them a piece of you? Because you're so awesome.
Give them everything.
Okay.
You rocking. We collaborate.
Okay. He might kill me for this, but lines up. Those. I would also like for you with Steve. Stevie, don't kill me. Stevie, don't kill me.
What you gonna give? You gonna give me kitchen sink? You gonna give my bathroom sink? What you throwing in? What you throwing in?
It's too long.
Oh no, girl.
It keeps breaking. I hope my screen is kind of locked too, but I'm saying 90 minutes because sure, in 90 minutes, Stevie can give you like a full plan, right? So not only will you have the book itself, and working with me, you're going to get tons and tons of strategies, sales and marketing strategies throughout the process and even after the book is published. So you'll get that. But Stevie knows her lane and I know my lane. My lane is the book part. Her lane is all of the other areas of collaboration that can help you generate money. So, and I know it takes about 90 minutes of her time to be able to give you a good plan on the different platforms in which you need to do, giving you the resources to set this stuff up. All of that is going to take about 90 minutes. So book collaboration, okay, 15% off with full publishing, 90-minute strategy session with Stevie, okay, 10 slots. I want to help you. Okay. Like I said, it's Christmas time is coming up. Someone said that's an incredible I know,
Look,
but
I know. Yes.
I know. But you know, yeah, you know, and I'll let you guys know another part of me when I was thinking about creating this offer. Another part is my company. We just entered a partnership with a nonprofit organization here in Maryland, and the name of it is It Takes Two Inc. You can go online and look at itttakes2inc.org, and it's a nonprofit organization for single parents, and it's to help them with educational expenses. And I just entered a partnership with this organization, and we're going to donate 20% of our proceeds from book collaboration projects. 20% of our proceeds will be donated to this organization to help fund their aspiring entrepreneur scholarship. And this is a quarterly scholarship that they're giving out. So I do want, like I said, I do want 10 people, and it's one to help me reach that goal. I want to go ahead and give back. So you investing in me helps me to invest in and give to a community. And then at the same time, like I said, I know the holiday is coming up, and if you would try to write a book now by yourself, if you haven't started, even if you have started, but maybe you're procrastinating, you have fear, you're saying it's going to take too long, all of these things, scratch that, scratch all of that, do a collaboration real quick. And the other great thing about collaborations is you don't really have to have a limit. Like you can have 500 words for each chapter. You can have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 500. For some people, that's just breaking it down. If you have, let's say, 2,000 words, that's like 4 blog posts, basically, right? So they could take their chapter and kind of break it down, 500 words, that's 4 blog posts. Here you go, here's my chapter. I mean, this is, like I said, guys, collaboration is acceleration. So I want to help you. Are there any questions for myself or Stevie before we end our training tonight? I hope I wasn't long-winded. I have a bad habit of being long-winded, but I can't help it. I love people. I love talking. I love pouring into people, and training is my thing. Like publishing books, that's my thing, but training, I love training. So
all I got to say is the 10 people better jump on it, because y'all, man, it has been such an incredible experience to work with Ty, and then I know what I can train you on. Like, to have the book and then show you how to rock it, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's gonna be gone in about 5 minutes. That's all I know.
And you do, Stevie, like you really know how to rock your it factor. I've been following you all week, and I see where you're like, look, if they ain't gonna promote it, I'll take it out their hands. I'm gonna promote it, and you're not doing it. And this is why I love you. I love you because you have this huge heart, and you share, and you want everybody to be successful. And like I said, I've been following. I've been seeing everything that's going on since you launched pre-sales, and I see some of the collaborators, they're promoting. Some of them aren't. Why? Who knows? Maybe they don't have time. Maybe they don't know how, although I've been training them how to, but who knows, right? But what I love about you is you took it in your own hands, because you still know you have that goal to reach, and you know that their stories, their contribution to your book matters, and maybe they don't know how to get it out there, but you do. So you're rocking your it factor, and you like, you know what? You don't want people to know who you are, and you don't want people to know what your chapter is about. I'm going to let them know. And you're getting on this Google Hangout with me. And I've been seeing you've been doing that. You're featuring like all of the authors with their chapter. Guys, that's another way. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not going to ask you if you're making money, but that's definitely another way to make money, ladies. Doing these Google Hangouts. You do like, it can be a week, of Google Hangouts, different experts coming on. I mean, there's tons of ways to make money doing collaborations, and there's tons of ways to get exposure. Like I said, just be very, very intentional about your goal. I know you probably keep hearing me talk about money, but at the end of the day, that's what it's about. And I don't think God is going to be mad at anybody for trying to make money, because he wants us all to live abundantly, and he wants us all to be wealthy, and he wants us to have the greatest things in life. And we know that's our mind, it's our heart, and it's our soul. But we got families to feed too, right? Like, we got families, we got car notes, we got insurance, rent, we got a lot of that stuff. And maybe, if you're like me, you're just trying to take a whole month to be on the island working from your laptop. Like, you got to pay for that, right? So you will hear me talk about money. I'm a numbers girl. I'm all about helping people find and launch lucrative opportunities. I'm all about taking your book and turning it into a lucrative brand. That's what I walk. That's what I talk. That's what I do. I want to help you do it. So if there's any questions, let us know, and I'll wait a few minutes to see if anyone's going to post anything. In the meantime, I want to spread some love, because we totally understand that you could have been doing something else. It's Tuesday night. What are the hot shows that come on tonight? I don't know, but you definitely could have been doing something else, right? But you chose to invest your time here with us, and I appreciate that. I totally appreciate that. There's a lot of other online stuff going on, teleseminars. So for you to take that time and be with us, I don't take it lightly at all. So Mashan, thank you for joining us again. You are a super supporter, girl. I gotta give you a bonus. I'm telling you, I gotta give you a bonus. We have Trina Wells. Thank you for joining us, sis. Nellie Griffin. We have Ebony said, woo, woo. Thank you, Ebony. We try. We have Rolanda Brown, Jasmine Stark. Jasmine, she's one of my authors. And she's one of my family members. Like, that's what we are. She's my sister. And Jasmine, we just launched her book, I think 2 weeks ago. She hit like 6 bestseller lists, 3 of them #1. And I don't know if you noticed, Jasmine, but your book is still on the bestsellers list. I checked yesterday. Your book is still on the bestseller list, girl. So high five. A lot of people don't pull that off. 2 weeks later, their book is still on the bestseller list. That means that people outside of your normal network that already bought the book, this means people that are actually going on Amazon looking for books with your keywords or in your category book and purchasing it. That's what that means. Because you might be sitting thinking like, I thought everybody, all my friends and everybody got it. That's what it means. So kudos to you, Jasmine. That's really, really awesome. Who else do we have? We have Kimya. She's a beast. Did you all see the last recording? If not, it's on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, put in Book Biz TV. Make sure you separate it. Book space Biz space TV, or you can put in Publish a Gift, and you'll see the first episode with Kimya. She's a beast. I'm telling you, beast supporter. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, she's a beast. She's a supporter. She's my sister from another mother and mister. Who else do we have? I just want to show some love. Mary. Okay, Mary said, congratulations. What's the name of the book? So Jasmine, she's asking for the name of your book. It's called Purpose Will Prevail. Purpose Will Prevail. And it's on Amazon. It's on barnesandnoble.com. It's on iTunes. It's on Kobo. It's on Script. It's anywhere you can find ebooks, 70 retailers. It's on there. So if you Google it, it'll probably just pop up too. Who else do we have here? Nelly said, wow, I know, Nelly, right? And you have a lot of people in your network. Like, we definitely need to have a conversation and get this thing popping. We have Delmar. Hi, Delmar. I haven't seen you in a while, sis. How you been? All right. We got Shaloria. That's another one of my family members. Sarah JL. She joined us last time. So, Mary Smith Sherry, she's another one of our family members. Author Paula Foster. Okay, I think that's it. I just wanted to spread some love, because you guys are doing it. So I wanted to shout out your names. All right. So I'm going to go ahead now and post that link. And we have one last super duper gifts. We like giving out gifts, guys. So, yeah, we like giving out gifts. Stevie has a special gift for everyone. So as soon as this is ended, don't go anywhere. Just stick around for one more minute because I'm going to post the link to both offers that I mentioned tonight. Okay. And once again, if you have any questions, if you like what we were talking about tonight, okay, go ahead, let everybody know. Post it on your Facebook page. Post the link. Bit.ly, that's bit.ly/BookBizTV. And just forward people here to our Facebook page because the replay will be here for the next 2 weeks. Okay, the replay will be here. And before I end, I want to tell you about our next guest that will be on Book Biz TV. And if I'm not mistaken, did I say 2 weeks or 1 week? Yeah, it's going to be on the 28th, April 28th. We're going to have author and radio host Linda D. Brown. Now, Miss Linda has a huge following on Blog Talk Radio, on YouTube. She's been interviewing authors for the last 8 to 10 years. Like, interviews are her thing. My very first Blog Talk Radio interview about my book was with Miss Linda, and she made me feel so comfortable. And then not only that, but she gave me like all these super tips. She's like, you should be doing this and you should be doing this with this book. And I was like, oh, thank you. I didn't think about that. She's going to be our guest. And guess what, guys? Miss Linda just retired from the library, the public library system in, is it Detroit? I'm probably wrong. I think it's St. Louis. She just retired from the public library system in St. Louis. She's going to give us all the juicy insider tips on how you get your book into the libraries. Oh, told y'all I was only bringing y'all the best. Beast mode, good stuff, helping you get your voice, helping you get your message out there to a larger audience, okay? So she'll be here with us. I love you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Stevie, thank you for joining us tonight. Really appreciate you, sis. And yes, and if you have any questions, Stevie, tell people quickly where they can find you if they want to further connect.
You can find me on the beautiful new website that has been created, my online home. You can find me on stevie.com, which is www.stevii.com. And guess what? You can also buy Cultivating Your It Factor there as well. So that is my where you can find me. All my other information is there. Thanks to Purposely Creative Publishing. Yes, I love them.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, everyone, once again, my name is Tyshina Davis, and you can connect with the publishing company on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Publish Your Gift. You can also find us online at publishyourgift.com. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, you can go directly to my website, TyshinaDavis.com. I look forward to seeing you at the next episode. Can't wait to see you. Share the love. Let people know you learned some good stuff here tonight, and make sure that they come back along with us for the next training, okay? Posting the links now. See you soon.
Yay. Thanks, Ty. Husband love.
Thank you. Cyber love. Good night.
Good night.